Willow worries that Charlotte will run Britt and Brad dine and dash, and Joss fills Jason in on Britt and Sidwell and got an unwelcome gift. Valentine tipped Carly off. And Christina was called to testify. Christina takes the stand at Willow's trial. Turner questions her about their past with dawn of day. Christina explains that she and Willow had been part of the trust and underwent weapons training. When Alexis examines, Christina explains that Willow tries to talk her out of joining. Dawn of day, Christina is forced to admit she's never seen Willow with a weapon. BLQ comes up next and Turner gets her to describe how close Joe and Willow were. She admits she saw them having sex when the whole family watched the footage of them in the nursery. She's allowed to step down. Drew shakes his head. Liz is up next and has to explain that Willow was staying with her after her failed wedding. She found out he was having an affair with her mom. Turner says that's quite the motive. She gets Liz to explain how Willow might have seen Drew as the one thing standing between her and her children. When Alexis questions Liz, the nurse says she never saw Drew and Willow fight and she's a great mom. A recess is called. Willow tells Drew this isn't going well and runs off to wash her face. Drew tells Alexis she's blowing this. If she keeps it up, she will never see Scott again. They start arguing about his plan to suddenly remember Michael shooting him. She thinks he will only make Willow look guiltier. He'll be guilty of perjury and she could lose her license. He says she had her chance to fix this and now it's his. In the hall, Chase asks Dante what happened to the traffic footage and insists he didn't tamper with evidence. The trial resumes. Drew takes the stand and recounts being shot. Turner asks if he knows who shot him. Alexis is revealed when he says he doesn't. The trial ends for the day. Drew tells Alexis that she better turn this around or he will remember Michael shooting him. Subscribe to Soap Spoilers newsletter at the cabin. Gannon looks for ways to keep Portia entertained. As they start to play chess, he mentions his dad and gets pensive. He admits that realizing he might become a father has him thinking of his own. If the baby is his, he will be the best father he can be. She thanks him for that. She wants to live with the truth. They play chess until Curtis calls and wonders why she's out at the hospital. She insists she's being taken care of. He updates her on the child and looks forward to when they can focus on their future. Once she's off the phone, Gannon tells her everything will be fine once she has the paternity test. At Cafe Sherry, Brad and Britt realize they can't afford the $2,000 bill for dinner. He says they deserve nice things. Who can they call? Everyone hates them. After sending the waiter off with a distraction, she runs with Brad trailing behind her. Brad and Britt run back to her place and laugh about how much they have missed this. This has been her first nice reunion. He admits he ignored her messages but begged, borrowed, and stole to get back there. Brad wonders how she manages to live there. She admits it took a village and tells him that Rocco has helped. She thinks they can get close. She's been imagining what her life would be like now if she had raised him. Brad says that she wasn't ready to be a mom. Britt starts venting about Lulu. Chase shows up and arrests her and Brad. At Joss, she explains to Jason that Britt is not a victim. She's an accomplice of Sidwell and Dalton in Faison's final project. He flashes back to Britt mentioning she was involved in some cold fusion project. Britt was working with Dalton and now he's disappeared. She explains she was ordered to get close to Lucas as part of keeping tabs on Sidwell. He won't deny that Britt is involved but thinks the motives matter. Joss says she will find out everything he needs to know. At Carly's, Valentine explains to Carly that Jack has been playing her since before they even got together. He says Jack never commits to just one woman. He adds that Brennan likely still has the evidence against her. She says that Jack was a gentleman and a friend and saved her, her son, and her friends. They discuss how he could have saved Michael and put Joss at risk. Valentine says that lying is what Jack does. He doesn't doubt Jack has feelings for her, but she's an asset. He adds that their agreement is finished since she seems hesitant. Carly explains she's just digesting how much Jack has actually lied to her. She insists she's never been more committed to taking Jack down than she is now. At Lulu's, she and Nathan are miffed when Jack brings up his connection to Faison. They fume at him and he insists he's only trying to protect everyone. Charlotte included. When he walks out, he runs into Nina and hopes she's there to honor her part of their deal. Back inside, Lulu hopes that Charlotte didn't hear Brennan's threats when Nina shows up. She asks if she can take Charlotte out for a bite. Nathan offers to send someone with them. Once Charlotte leaves with Nina, Lulu worries that she will want to see Valentine even more now. They talk about how hard it is to come back after everyone has moved on. They agree to help Maxie together once she comes back. At Cafe Sherry, Nina and Charlotte talk about Valentine and how he would do anything for her. Charlotte admits he's been in touch. Nina warns that powerful men are looking for him and urges her not to trust anyone with this. Not even her.